Hi there, I'm Tara Kessner. Welcome to Next Level Yoga. Today we're going to be talking about a yoga pose that a lot of people have trouble with, and it's one they're embarrassed to admit because tends to be the easy one. It's actually called easy seat. Sukasana, which means easy seat, which is this classic yoga sitting, as some people call crisscross applesauce. So we're going to address that today and hopefully give you some tips to maybe alleviate some of that pain. If you like this video, I would love it if you would subscribe to the channel by clicking that little red box, which is somewhere down there. Maybe give it a thumbs up, or maybe make a comment and let me know what other poses you secretly don't really like, and I can make a little video with some tips that might help you out. So let's talk about lotus pose, which isn't even lotus. It's more of it called an easy seat. I always say find a comfortable way to sit, whatever that means for you. And a lot of times cross-legged is not it. Most of the time the reason people don't like sitting cross-legged is because their hip flexors are tight. So what we'd like to do is we'd like to get the knees and the hip flexors on the same plane of existence. So if we can't get the knees down, then we're going to try to get the hips up. So the number one thing that you will hear is to sit up on something, and that's actually very good advice. A blanket. I hear a lot of people say sit on a block. I find that to be the most uncomfortable thing. Talk about not an easy seat. But finding a blanket and sitting up on that could be helpful to get the hips up so that the knees and the hips are more on an even plane. If that doesn't help, then maybe try abandoning some of that, trying to get the knees and the hips on an even plane, and bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees come up. That's going to allow the hip flexors to kind of be where they want to be, and you can sit here with your arms resting. It does get to be a little tiring on the hips, so hopefully you're not going to be there too long, but that's another way to look at it. You can also cross the knees and ankles, grounding through the feet a little bit, so you've got a little more support, feet and hips, and you're there too. Now, if you're in a yoga class and you think that this will work, lifting the hips up, but you don't have a blanket and you don't have a towel, then I have a quick little hack that I like to use with people, which is, you've seen me do this also in child's pose, is roll your mat up. Because generally the instructor in a class is going to be up there. So you can roll your mat up, create a little seat for yourself, and then sit up there, allowing the hips to drop down and away from you. That'll also help by bringing the soles of the feet together, putting a little extra padding there. Getting the hips up a little, getting the pelvis tipped forward a little more might give you a little bit of relief in those poses. So I hope that helps you. And if it did, please let me know by commenting below and maybe tell me any other poses that you have trouble with, and I can give you a few tips as to things you can do to try to make them a little easier. Thanks so much for checking out my video today. I'll see you next time. Namaste.